The oil in Bayelsa belongs to Jigawa because we are all Nigerians and shall defend it. Farouk Lawan. Honorable Farouk Lawan, a popular northerner, has said that the oil in Bayelsa state belongs to Jigawa state because we are all Nigerians and as such are entitled to the money made from oil in the Niger Delta. According to the video shared by the former Minister of Aviation in Nigeria, Chief Femi Kayode, Honorable Farouk said we as Nigerians will make everything possible to ensure that Jigawa people have access to it because they are part of Nigeria. He said that anyone who thinks that oil of Bayelsa belongs to just Bayelsa is deceiving himself. He went further to state that God has made us to stay together despite the fact that we are different people from different tribes. According to Farouk Lawan, the country is still one and united, and that they shall do everything possible to defend the oil in the Bayelsa. He went further to state that it was God who put the oil resources in Bayelsa state for all Nigerians, just like God also puts resources in Jigawa state for Bayelsa state to partake in it. The former minority leader of the House of Representatives said that as long as Nigeria is still one, the resources in Ijaw land belong to Jigawa state. He wondered why the country cannot stay together as God made it. He recalled that Nigeria fought civil war and that is why the country is still together, adding that the oil in the Niger Delta will continue to flow to other parts of the country as long as the country is one. One may be wondering why Honorable Farouk Lawan is making this statement that may seem controversial to some people. Could it be the agitations in southern Nigeria and demand for resource control by some Niger Delta militants is what he isn't comfortable with? So that's a question that the article has thrown out. So basically, honestly, this is just a load of not illogical sayings. I'd say that. I don't understand since when. Again, it's like we know how deteriorated our society is. Why are we trying to force something that is not there? We are clearly not united. Okay, fine, talk about resources, talk about all that. It is it's blatant to see. However, if you just look into how we relate to each other, and we know we are different. We know that. And we know that there's some things that will clash. And certain jokes would make about our differences are jokes until when we actually step on each other's necks. And then these jokes then become real insults. So again, it's just like saying it's God's plan. Like, do you understand the history of your country? Like, listen, we were not together like this. We are together by virtue of colonization. That is it. Point blank period. So again, I don't understand where this ideology is coming from. It does not make sense. His justification is absolutely not valid. Just like his justification is that we are in one Nigeria, therefore what we have in one state we share in another state. And again, this is the problem. It is a totally different thing if we all spoke one language, we all had the same way of thinking, and we had like a strong, consistent core value system. But we don't. So it's like, why are we trying to pretend like as if our differences are working in our best interest? They are not. To a large extent, they are not. Of course, we know that leadership plays a huge role in the inefficiency of the economy and, of course, market failure, so many other things. Leadership plays a very huge role. But then again, it's like as much as the leaders have their part to play, the Nigerian people also have their part to play. Are we as united? Are we as comfortable with each other as we say that we are? Because it's like, because of this attitude, that is why you'd have, policies here, basically like Ruga, where headsmen will be allowed to go to any other country that they want and do what any other state in Nigeria that they want because we're united. Therefore, each state will have to provide facilities to accommodate headsmen if they want to. Like, does that even make sense? That does not make sense. Because it's not like, what kind of system of government are we running? Because again, it's like, if our system of government allows for that, then I guess it's the system of government. However, it's like, we adopt so many things that we are so confused. So I'm like, what is going on? Someone says you are a joker. The gold for Zamfara, is it for all Nigerians? Word, preach. Exactly. Um, Someone says Yorubas in Oyo Ogun and other non-oil producing states don't go about laying claims onto oil in Delta. Why is it the northern falls? That's the thing. That is the thing. Because at the end of the day, the only relationship the south of Nigeria has to the north is money and profit. Because the north is not sufficient, or at the time, they were not sufficient. They didn't have sufficient resources to take care of themselves. That was the only reason why, Lord Lugard literally just decided to jam the two together, because the British felt like, why should we be taking care of our colonies? The colonies should be self-sufficient. And so the funds that were in the south, because again, production industrialization was high, too high in the south, where it was enough for some of the funds to be diverted in the northern part of Nigeria to bring it together. Again, if not for Lord Lugard, for colonization, for money, South and North Nigeria will not even, this sea finish will not happen. Absolutely not. So again, this united front, we came together, or were forced to be one Nigeria because of the British, and because your region was not self-sufficient. Somebody says, God did not join the South and North together, rather Lord Lugard did. Please, because I don't think they're getting this. Because again, it's like that piece of information, that education just allows you to sort of confront and take down any false information and anyone trying to deceive you on the basis of, one Nigeria. Nigeria was never united. We were not. We don't even have, at least to a general extent, as Nigerians, we don't even have a basic average view on what life was like before colonization. Again, colonization went on for 400 years. That is a long time. I mean, slavery, actually. I don't even know which one came after, but I think slavery came first, was for 400 years. And afterwards, when they abolished slavery, the next plan was not to colonize. Does that even make sense? But then again, it's like we were not united. So again, 400 years plus how many years after, it's enough for you to literally almost wipe out history of a whole people. We are literally so confused. Literally. Someone says the gold is Zamfara, belongs to Zamfara, but the oil in Bayelsa belongs to Jigawa. Again, that's just what it is. Someone says Joseph the dreamer, and somebody now replies, don't ever use the beloved Joseph on him. Please don't even compare him with Uncle Joseph, because he succeeded in his dream. But you see this, okay, this is going to be very derogatory, but the fact is that's just what it is. But what you think about it in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.